impression just of this defense and what the potential is here?
Um, I hate throwing the word potential around. For me, raising up potential, man, you haven't done nothing yet. so, so I'll stay away from potential. But I think we're working in the right direction. We got a lot of guys who love football, love getting to the ball. I think it's a great attitude here on defense, led by our coordinators, coaching staff, and obviously the leaders on the defense. So we're excited. I think we're all trying to work together, and we got a lot of opportunities in camp to take advantage of it.
There's a lot of younger guys also on the defensive line. Solomon Thomas joins it now. Armstead and Buckner. What do you think of those guys and just how do they play differently than maybe you've seen?
I think we're excited, man. I think we have a bunch of talented guys that are good at what they do. I think a lot of dominant traits. We're also different. And I think that presents a lot of difficulties for offense to the child, so we can be able to attack them differently. Right now we're just trying to learn the fundamentals. And the key thing is attitude and running to the ball. And then from there, as we progress and move forward into camp, we'll start getting to more specifics about, schemes.
DeForest was saying yesterday there's times where coaches give you the opportunity to show guys hand placement, things like that. Do you enjoy that? Do you embrace that role?
Yeah, I mean, I've done it all my career, and it's a way to kind of give back to the things that have helped me throughout my career, and I obviously know at this point in my career where, we're only strong as our weakest link. So at the end of the day, if I can pour out and help get the guys to where we need to get to, so game one, it makes me a better player because everybody else is a better player. So I really believe in iron sharpen iron.
Yesterday, Solomon Thomas rattled off the seasons you played in the league, how many career sacks you have. I saw today he kind of sought you out after the blocking sled to ask you a question. Just what are your impressions of him, and do you have a sense that he has an appreciation for his elders?
Man, he's obviously raised well. He's a great kid. We had the same age, so we kind of knew of each other. So we had that relationship there. But he loves football. I love it. He loves to try to get to the quarterback and be disruptive, and he's eager to learn. And as as a leader too, as you teach, you learn as well. So the more I try to help, the more I learn things. Like today, I learned some things from him today. He was like asked a question about a certain technique, and I thought I never did it that way. So you never know, you can learn something. So I appreciate those type of relationships.
You mentioned iron sharpens iron. I assume you'll be going up against Joe Staley quite a bit in one-on-ones and stuff like that. Have you had battles with him over the years, and where do you think he?
Yeah, we danced up.
Among left tackles?
Yeah, we danced off a few times in my career. I've always had a tremendous amount of respect for Joe, and you see why he's a good player now. Being his teammate, he practiced hard, so that's a great thing. I really feel like we have probably one of the top tackle duos I ever played with. I think Brown and Joe, I think they presents two different type of styles, but I think very effective. So I'm excited. It's exciting to be able to sharpen my skills and really try to get those guys game ready. So when the game day comes, they feel like they've seen things before. So we have a lot of different style of rushes on defense. So I think, from the height difference and the size difference, I think it's going to present a lot of opportunities for each other to try to help each other out.
What is it about Trent Brown? He's still a really young player. Seventh-round pick, kind of heard buzz about him with Von Miller last year in Denver. And so what has he shown you just in two practices that?
I mean, he's born with things you can't work towards. He just have a nice big size, long arms, and he can move. So those type of things separate you from the pack. Because not everybody is as big as this guy. But now it's just getting him in shape and really just fine-tuning his technique. I think the offensive line coach does a great job with that part. And it's just a matter of just going hard every play. And then we're getting me better, get him better hopefully, and see what happens.
Did you go up the training hill, the ramp yet?
Yeah, we did some bear crawls. I was like, I've never seen nothing like that. But it's quite interesting, right?
It's one of those two different types of tackle giving you more problems than the other. I mean, the quick guy with quick feet like Joe, tougher.
And it's not going to be a problem. It's never going to be a problem. I think it's more of a way where I can go either side and get what I feel like. For me, I like it because I go against a heavy guy and I go against a quicker guy. And for me, you won't go against in the National Football League a guy as quick as Joe Often or a guy as big as Trent. So having both guys on the same team I think is tremendous value for us as a defender to really kind of go out there and try to dominate them and it really. But problem, we don't have problems.
Do you want to coach at some point? Is that something you thought about?
Coaching? No, I appreciate playing. Don't put me in that coaching phase yet. I'm here to play ball.
That said, do you have personal goals for the season?
Personal goal is to do a lot better personally, individually than I did last year. Last year for me personally was rough, being injured. So to be able to come back healthy, excited about camp, and be able to appreciate being healthy is important. So for me, I want to outdo what I ever done in my career personally, and I know individually if I do what I need to do as a team, I definitely contribute. So that's my main goal, is make sure I play at my best level for the 49ers.
Elvis, when you're not 6'2", obviously, I mean, how have you compensated for your lack of height, or do you feel like you've had to? Do you feel like you reach your advantage?
I mean, you may call it like a height. I call it leverage. So we both use it. So you both use the L word, but you use it like I use leverage. And I think in ball, I think I've shown over my career that leverage wins. So you got tall guys that it all depends. You got tall guys who can use leverage, but to me, I think the most thing that guys need to start paying attention to as scouts is it's about a guy who can get bend and leverage. I think that's the low man's win.
Oh, so when you pulled Solomon aside, it looks like you said you were teaching him the proper technique. Was that coming, how to fire out of a three-point stance and hand placement, or what was that when you pulled him aside and he was trying to do those movements in front of you?
I mean, Solomon it's a reason why he went the number 3 pick. So I don't want to make sure we understand that he's a dominant player. He will be dominant this year, but I made a commitment to him that anything I see that can help him, I'll be there to try to help any questions. But, I got to explain to him, you're here for a reason. You was 3rd pick for a reason. And he's a great player. It's just a matter of him realizing water always remember his level, meaning if you dominate in high school, you'll dominate college. You dominate college, you dominate NFL. So once he understands that and realizes it's the same guys, and once he gets that, then he'll do what he needs to do.
With Eric transitioning from being an inside guy in a 3-4 to Leo in this defense, how difficult is that transition for him, and how do you think he's doing?
For who? I mean, it's too early. We just second day of camp. I know one thing: he's practiced hard. He pays attention. He asks questions in the meetings. He works out hard in the weight room with Coach Ray. So it's exciting year, man. This is right now an opportunity for everybody, including myself, to take advantage each day, each period, each snap, each meeting, to go out and be your best you.
Kyle Shanahan said everything really starts tomorrow with putting pads on. Is that something you look forward to?
Yeah, no doubt, because it's an attitude. I think when the pads come on, we start to really separate the men from t-shirt guys, and I think once we put those pads on, then now as a defensive player, I think we get a more advantage now. Now we can be a lot more physical.
All right, guys.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, one.
Yeah, so I know you weren't here a lot before the break, but do you see any difference from the guys that went to Hawaii and worked with Michael Bennett from then to now?
I'm sorry?
Before the break, you weren't here a lot, but before the guys went and worked with Michael Bennett in Hawaii, did you see any difference between them before and after?
I couldn't really, I won't lie to you. I couldn't tell you. Yeah. All right. Thank you.